you struggling to create content that truly connects with your target audience? Or maybe you're struggling to create content, period, and you're just not being consistent. If you want leads in your business, then you have to share valuable content consistently. Hi, I'm growth advisor and scaling strategist Kara Renninger. At KRC, we help coaches and creators stop second-guessing their next move and get laser-focused on their growth strategy to scale to multi-seven figures without spending more time working or burning out with the balance and scale method. Today's topic is all about creating content that resonates with your ideal client. So if you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated on new video releases. I have to say that this is one of the most common problems that all of my clients always experience, is consistently creating content that resonates with your ideal client. It's such an important thing, but it can feel really hard to do when you're the entrepreneur who's trying to share content with your audience. And sometimes it can feel easier to do things that maybe don't resonate with your audience, like sharing what you're cooking for dinner. Not that it's not good to share some content that's just your real life, but you also have to share things that really resonates with your champagne client, that very ideal client that you need to be speaking to consistently with your content. So today we're going to dive all into the world of content creation and how to make sure that your content strikes a chord with your ideal clients. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to create content that not only attracts your target audience, but also keeps them engaged. So it's really important to first identify your ideal client. Really understand who they are, what their pain points are, and what they're looking for. What problem are you actually solving for them? Many of us have already done tons of avatar work, worksheets about it, and really researched who our ideal client is. But I will say that that is a never-ending project that you should always be rechecking yourself. Are you actually speaking to their deepest pain point in the content that you share? And that's what really will resonate with your ideal client. You also need to create a content plan. You have to develop a strategy that addresses your ideal client's needs and aligns with your business objectives. So many times people are putting out content and they're never making an offer. Maybe that's you. You need to be making offers as part of your content that you're sharing also, or else you won't make any sales. It's not a bad thing to make offers, but you also want to share other content that's going to be super valuable where you're not making an offer of a sale too. So you really have to have a balance. If you want a guide on how to implement an effective content marketing strategy, consider downloading my 90-day visibility game plan for free. You can go to kararenninger.com/90. That's 90. You really need to speak their language when you're talking to your ideal client in your content. Use language and tone that your ideal client can relate to and can understand. It's really helpful to have a list of those terms from your market research, from your avatar work, and make sure that you really have it clear. I have a funny story about myself. I was talking with a potential new client this past week, and we got to a place in the conversation where I wasn't super prepared the way the conversation went. And I listened to the recording back of myself and I said the word cool 5 times. I don't think I really even say that in my day-to-day life very much. I was like, that's so cool about your business. That's a cool opportunity. So had I had my a little more preparation and my list of maybe words and language that my client uses, I might have felt a little more comfortable and not said that things were so cool all the time. All right, next up is adding value. Everybody worries about sharing too much for free. You don't want to give away your secret sauce for free. You want to save that for people to pay for. But the truth is you have to share your best tips. You have to share your best insights. You have to give them actionable advice that actually solves their problems. If you give people something of value and it makes a transformation for them, they are going to come back and buy from you. They are going to stay engaged with your content because you're helping them. You're making a difference for them. So don't be afraid to share your most valuable insights so that your ideal client can start to get a transformation now, even before they start working with you. It takes a buyer around 7 times, or, some people say 21 times, some say 7, but there's a spectrum of how many times your buyers have to come in contact with your content and you. And so by sharing really valuable information, when they come to your content, they're going to stay and listen, and that's going to help them be more engaged with you and bring them ever so closer to the buying end of the spectrum. Next up, we really need to talk about being consistent. That is a challenge for us all. Delivering content regularly helps establish trust and credibility with your audience. You think about this. If you found an offer or something you think would really help you, you're going to go research that person. You're going to check them out on social media. And if you see that they only posted once 3 months ago, are you going to believe that this person's systems work? Are you going to buy from them to help you grow your business? I don't think so. So if you're going to work with clients and you want to teach them how to be consistent so that they can up level in their business, you need to show up consistently too. There's really nothing more to say about that, except that you have to be consistent. It is the key to success in business. Now, if you leverage storytelling, that is going to be a great way that you can make an emotional connection with your ideal clients. And who wants to hear just straight out tips all the time? Who doesn't love to hear a good story, right? Like earlier, I told you about the story how I said cool business so many times, but it's really helpful to have your stories laid out for yourself. You might get clear on what your thought leader stories are. Like, what are your stories that make you and your business unique and different? And have a few of them bullet pointed out, or just write a list of what they might be so that you can call upon them when you're sharing content and really leverage those stories. And don't be afraid to share the stories, even though there's a little bit of embarrassment in it for you, because it really just helps people connect with you emotionally and know that, you're working to grow your business too. Everyone always is. There's never an end point to success. And somebody once told me that the people who are successful are never looking at the content of the people who are trying to get themselves to that place and laughing. No one's doing that. They're looking at it going, good for you, way to go. You're showing up consistently. You're using stories. You're trying all the things. And they're going to admire that. And so are your ideal clients. So leverage storytelling to help leverage your engagement with your audience. Now, on to engaging with your audience, which I just said. We do want to comment, ask questions, give feedback, really try to build a community and foster relationships with your clients so that you're creating content that really is resonating with them. So if you create some content, if you're not getting the engagement you want, tag some people in, ask some questions, some people who are your top commenters, your top engagers. It's really important to engage with your audience. It's like a relationship. If someone just tells you all about themselves and they're never asking you about yourself, you're going to lose interest in the conversation pretty quickly. So don't just be out there spouting out advice all the time or talking all about yourself. Ask your audience questions about them. Use polls, use calls to action to ask them to comment about something or tell you what they think, where they can give you advice. Everybody wants to be seen and be heard. So make sure that you're engaging with your audience and giving them opportunities to engage with you. And the last step is really analyzing and adapting. You need to regularly review your content performance and adjust your strategy based on data. I'm all about making data-driven decisions. That's how you scale a business. So if you want to know more about effectively using data with your content, you can check out my blog on making database decisions, or you can go to kararenninger.com/blog to find that. And don't forget, if you want to get your 90-day content planner, go to kararenninger.com/90. And that's a wrap. By following these steps, you'll well be on your way to creating content that resonates with your ideal client and helps grow your business. So in summary, we talked about identifying and understanding your client's needs and pain points, developing a content strategy that aligns with your business objectives, such as making offers to sell your product, using relatable language and tone to connect with your audience, providing valuable, actionable advice to solve their problems, maintaining consistency in content delivery so that you can build trust with your audience. Unique storytelling helps you create an emotional connection, so be sure to use that when you're creating content. And encourage audience engagement and foster relationships. And then lastly, you need to continuously analyze and adapt your content strategy based on performance. Go back and see, what did you do that worked? What words were you saying that people loved and you got so much engagement for? And then go back and recreate that content with a different look, feel, or vibe. If you had a static post, go make a reel using that same content. Analyze and adapt is how you're going to scale your business, and it starts with your content strategy. So click the link on or around this video to get your 90-day visibility game planner, or go to kararenninger.com/90 and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future videos, and leave a comment, ask me a question, like this video, and I'll see you right here next week.